All right, moving on. A serious story we're talking about. 2 tragic drowning events happening over the weekend. It's obviously prompting that pool safety talk. We say this every single summer, and unfortunately, we see it all too often.
Yeah, it's watch your kids around water, and it really isn't just summertime. Summertime, obviously, we use the swimming pool a little bit more than we would in the wintertime, but this in Arizona is a danger and a concern that we have year-round. Scottsdale Fire Captain Dave Folio is joining us with a little bit more. Good afternoon to you. You know, we talk a little bit about those ABCs of drowning, but sometimes it stems beyond that.
Yeah, I recently made a post that's going pretty much viral, and it basically says 0 excuses to not watch your kids around water. And that is the absolute truth. I'm telling you, 2 of those calls in Phoenix, our Scottsdale Fire crews have responded on those because we're close on the border. It's tragic for everybody involved because of the simple fact that they are all preventable. There's no disputing that they're all preventable. By one, having adult supervision, always having adult supervision, eye-to-eye contact on the pool, having a supervisor necklace that you can wear. So you're designated water watcher. You wear this, and if you have to go to the restroom, you exchange this off with somebody, and you don't have your phone with you. You're not looking down at your phone. Always have eyes on the water. And then the barriers, you know, it's so important to the bees of the barriers. You got to have a lock on the fence. You've got to have a pool gate that actually has a spring on it that shuts, and you don't prop it open when you're having a party, because that's what you see. You know, you get used to propping it open. I'm just going to be in for 2 seconds. 2 seconds is too long. And like I said, 0 reason to not watch that pool. And then along with the barriers, having alarms on the back door. You may choose not to have a pool fence, but you got to at least have the back door that self-closes, the sliding door that self-closes, and have alarms on the doors, because what happens is when you go away on a date night, grandma comes over, she wants to prop the door open, right? Because the house is warm, it's wintertime, and guess what? A kid slips through the back, there's no pool fence, there's no barrier. And then with that barrier, we've seen, I saw it a couple years ago, the call that I was on, they were doing some remodeling on the deck. So they had moved furniture onto the deck, which the kid went up on the furniture, over the fence, into the pool. So, and then C, obviously, teach your kids how to swim, CPR. There's, there's so many options for free swim lessons, minimal charge for swim lessons. There's no excuse why, there shouldn't be an excuse to not get swim lessons. Teach them how to swim. And then once again, the floatables, the arm floaties, those aren't acceptable. This is an acceptable vest. If they can't swim, it's U.S. Coast Guard approved. Don't have the false sense of impression that a floaty is going to save them, because when that floaty slips off and their head goes sideways, you got to remember, kids can drown in 2 inches of water. They can drown in a bucket, a dog dish, and the pool. Take the toys out when you're done, so they don't want to come back in and get their toy out when you're not around, and make sure you put the locks on the fence.
Captain, you're a wealth of knowledge. I know the fire department has a lot of resources. Where do people find that information?
You can go to scottsdaleaz.gov/fire, pool safety. We've got information on there. And then there's a bunch of Arizona Pool Coalition. There's tons of resources. And I promise you this, if you can't afford the pool lessons, go to Grandma and Grandpa. I promise you they'll pay for the pool lessons.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Some good tips there. We appreciate it. Thank you, Captain.